So here we are, I've come to make a quick video on how to make a basic cider using apple juice. I picked this one up from the store, it was about £1.25 a carton. So it's nice and cheap, nice and easy to get. It's going to be a basic cider. This is one that I made about a month ago now. It's nice and crisp, nice and fresh, nice and tasty. We only need some basic equipment. I picked up some plastic demijohns off of Amazon, those are only cheap. It was like 2 for £5 or something like that. Another Amazon special. Some yeast. There's a big bag and it's for champagne, sparkling wine and cider. That's come in handy. Airlock for our bottle. And then I've got some star sand in a bottle. Even though everything's already sanitised, it comes in handy having a spray bottle. And then we've got our hydrometer and our test tube. Not necessary, but I like to know what percentage my alcohol is. I've also got some lemon syrup here, in case I wanted to top it up to give it a bit of a zesty flavour. Citrus goes well with a cider, nice and fresh, ready for all the summer months that are coming up. So I'm going to start by filling up my demijohn with my apple juice. Oh, a bit of spillage. These hold 5 litres. But we'll leave a little bit of headspace in the top, because when it's fermenting, you don't want it all bubbling through your airlock. You can do this with any kind of juice really. I found out these apple juice bottles are about the best for me. You can use Happy Shopper ones as well, nice and cheap, only £1 a bottle. So all I look for when I'm looking for my apple juice, or any juice really to make a dark fruit cider or anything like that, is how much sugar it's got in it. This has 11.2 grams of sugar. I don't know if you can see that or not. 11.2 grams of sugar per 100 ml. And I find that comes out just around 6% once it's all fermented. If your apple juice is straight from the fridge, you want to leave it to warm up a bit. Bring it up to room temperature before pitching your yeast. Forever. So what I'm doing something a bit different this time. I'm putting 4 cartons of apple juice, and I'm going to top it up with orange juice. I can open it. There we go. So that's just 100% orange juice from concentrate. There we go. Probably going to leave that around there So it's just over half of one of them. And then I'm going to add a bit of syrup. Just bumps up the percentage of the alcohol, and it gives it a nice, that little bit of acidity that you want in the cider. I don't measure my stuff out, I just throw it all in. Right, and what I'm going to do is add the lid to that, give it a little shake, even though I've made a rotten mess. Right, I'm going to take a hydrometer reading. Don't have to, it's not necessary. I'll just do it for my personal preference. And we are at 150. 1.050 on the button. This is sanitised, so I'm just going to pour it back in there. No point wasting it. Right, and then what I do is, to a batch this size, I usually add around a gram or just over a gram of yeast. In goes the yeast. A little bit more. Doesn't matter if you shake it or not, it'll soon hydrate and drop down. That's that bit done. Airlock. It's already been cleaned and sanitised. Just sanitise everything anyway. Spray it all. This is Star San, mixed, diluted with a little bit of water. So I'm going to fill up my airlock. A bit too much in that one. That'll do. Pop that on. Push that in the hole. There we go. And I'll leave that for 2 weeks. If you can't get hold of these demijohns, I have used fizzy drink bottles. Just leave the cap loose, otherwise you'll build up the pressure and it can blow the bottle. Once it's finished, after 2 weeks, if you do have a hydrometer, you can take your readings and you can check them. Once you have a steady level reading for 3 days consecutively, then it's ready to be bottled. And then what I do is I have these bottles, I picked them up at Wilkinson's, just swing top bottles, nice and easy to wash out, reuse. You ain't got to get a capper and bottle lids and things like that. I put 1.5 spoons of sugar in mine. If you do want to make your alcohol a little bit sweeter, you can have a non-fermentable sugar, so things like glucose or dextrose, something like that. But this is how my cider turned out after 2 weeks. I bottled it. 1.5 spoons of sugar, then I left it in a warmed up place for another week, and then I popped it in the fridge. And this is what we got. Oh. Didn't get much of a pop out of that one. But you can see the bubbles in it, it's nice and fizzy. When you're pouring your drink, you don't want to pour the whole bottle in. It's best to leave a little bit at the bottom because you get a little bit of sediment in it. It's not as fizzy as the other ones I've had. But yeah. And that is how to make an easy, basic cider. No boiling it, no special ingredients. It's just juice, bit of yeast, and a bit of time. That's it. Let me know how you get on. Drop me down in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm new myself. It's my first video. So show some support, guys. See you later.